This chart comes from Microsoft, and they really do lay it out for us in some pretty succinct terms. Bad is going to be using just a password. That does not count as strong authentication, even if your password is very, very good. Realistically, that means if I steal that password, I can log directly into the account, and there's nothing to stop me. There's no additional form of verification. Now, good is going to be something like SMS and or voice and a password. Now, this is anything is better than nothing. So anything better than just having a password on the account is going to be a security benefit. But there are better options out there. And one of the better ones we have is the use of something like an authenticator app on your smartphone with what are called push notifications or one-time passwords that are inside the app. These are rotating keys. They rotate every 30 seconds to a minute, depending on which ones you have. When you log into a website, it'll prompt you for the number on your authenticator app, or it'll send a push to your device that says, is this you approved? We also have one-time password hardware tokens. We call them key fobs. Likely you've seen those kind of phase themselves out over the years. Those were great at first, but we can do all that with our smartphones now. So why have an extra piece of tech to carry around with us? One-time passwords are absolutely on the way out, though, and this is something that we've seen pop up in multiple different cases. The U.S. government is actually pushing to move people away from this. Unfortunately, there are still a lot of services that only allow for one-time password via text message or via email as their second form of authentication. We've seen demos of this happening, and it is again fairly easy for an attacker to spoof the information that is included in a text message and trick someone into giving up that password as it comes through. Now, when we're talking about the best solution for strong authentication, the big one we want to talk about, and this is our golden, rosy, rainbow-laden future here, passwordless authentication. Let's get rid of that something you know section of the authentication triad completely. Let's get rid of passwords because they are difficult to manage. And in a lot of cases, a weak password is what causes unnecessary access into a network. If we go for something like passwordless, we now have things like pass keys, and this has become the default sign-on method for Google accounts moving forward this year. We can see phone sign-ins through the authenticator using a biometric secondary factor. That's what I use specifically, and I love how it works. We see single sign-on, we see FIDO2 security keys. There's a lot of really nice options out there that you can provide to your users and give them a kind of a good bunch of options that they can pick from, whatever's going to be the most appropriate for them. Also, if you're using newer Windows laptops and Azure Active Directory, you can use their facial recognition feature, Windows Hello, as that multi-factor step. It's a really nice feature to have available to you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Again, my name is Matt Durrin, Director of Training and Research for LMG Security. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out at any time. We would love to hear from you. You can reach me at info@lmgsecurity.com, find me on LinkedIn, or follow us on Twitter. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.